Welcome back to Focus on Space. I'm Chris Thompson, your NASA Solar System Ambassador, here with a presentation on returning to space, astronauts launching using American launch vehicles. It's been a long time since Americans have launched in an American vehicle from American soil. In fact, the last time was July 8, 2011, using the Space Shuttle Atlantis. This crew, Commander Chris Ferguson, pilot Doug Hurley, and mission specialists Sandra Magnus and Rex Walheim, launched in July of 2011, that's 9 years ago, in the last flight of the Space Shuttle system. Since before that time, September 30th, 2009 to April 9th, 2020, America has used Russian Soyuz capsules to deliver crew members to the International Space Station. That's 44 U.S. astronauts needing to use a Russian rocket to get to the International Space Station. This is the Commercial Crew Program webpage on the NASA website. On the far left, you see Bob Behnken, and the third one in is Doug Hurley. That's the crew on board the space station right now. The crew one will be made up of 4 astronauts, including the second astronaut in, Mike Hopkins, and the 4th astronaut in, Victor Glover. They'll be accompanied by 2 other astronauts, Shannon Walker and Soichi Noguchi. I'll show you a picture of them in a few minutes. Boeing is flying its Starliner to the space station atop an Atlas V rocket. They began their test process in December, and here's their launch readiness review, the very crowded room in early December as they did their launch readiness review in preparation for the flight. Atop an Atlas V, the Starliner capsule rested unmanned in preparation for a demo mission to prove capability of the spacecraft, rocket, and the associated systems to deliver spacecraft to the International Space Station. Unfortunately, after their liftoff, the software clocks were incorrect, leading to an incorrect orbit for the Starliner and a failure to dock with the space station. Starliner and Boeing were able to prove various capabilities of their rocket, their spacecraft, and their recovery systems. So they did fly a successful mission in that regard, but they failed to dock with the space station, which will require a reflight of their demo mission before NASA will allow them to fly astronauts to the space station. They did bring in their spacecraft home successfully, and their landing profile indicates a landing on the ground using parachutes and airbags. In this case, they landed in White Sands, New Mexico, a few days after the initial liftoff. Unfortunately, it shorted their mission because they were not able to reach one of their primary objectives of docking with the space station, but they'll give it a go again in November of 2020. This is the second spacecraft in its test facility at Glenn Research Facility, and they're going to get ready to fly again this demo mission to dock with the space station in November. The crew that will fly that first mission for Boeing will be led by Commander Chris Ferguson, who now is a Boeing astronaut, and he will be accompanied by Mike Fink and Nicole Mann, 2 NASA astronauts of the Commercial Crew Program. SpaceX is also planning to fly to the space station. In fact, their Demo 2 mission has just successfully completed. They were able to fly up to the space station, and I'll walk you through how that works. This is their launch readiness review in May of 2020, and you can see during the coronavirus the effects of social distancing and the fact that you've got now 3 screens up there where there's a whole group of people not in the room, and those in this room are using social distancing to conduct their launch readiness review. That review went great, and a few days after this meeting, they erected the launcher on the pad itself. The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket topped off with the Crew Dragon capsule. On the morning of the 30th, the crew came out of the crew quarters and waved goodbye to friends, family, and co-workers, including their wives, Doug Hurley and Karen Nyberg, and then Bob Behnken and Megan MacArthur. All in the family astronauts, since both Nyberg and MacArthur are astronauts. And here's a view of Behnken and Hurley out at the pad. They're getting ready to cross the crew access arm. You can actually spot them just to the left of the crew access arm as they'll cross that arm and then enter the Dragon spacecraft and get strapped in and ready for flight. This is their liftoff at 3:22 in the afternoon on May 30th. SpaceX is able to bring their rockets home. They are able to reduce the cost for their missions by reusing their rockets. In this case, they landed their first stage on a barge in the Atlantic. They were able to land it there, anchor it down, and bring it back to port for refurbishment. And in fact, they set the record for the quickest return to flight for a vehicle. The earlier record was held by Space Shuttle Atlantis in something just under 60 days, and SpaceX broke that record in the low 50 days area with this Falcon 9 rocket, which was then used to launch a South Korean military satellite. Here's a view of Benken and Hurley during training. They're showing you the inside of the Crew Dragon cockpit, a glass cockpit. Their gloves are specially designed to be able to utilize the touch screens even while maintaining pressurized environment inside their spacesuits. A view from the International Space Station of the Dragon capsule on its way up to dock. As it moves in, you see the Dexter robotic arm, Canadarm2, and the external airlocks. And as the Dragon moves in closer, it's getting ready to dock and then does successfully dock with the space station. The crew of the Dragon then joined the ISS crew on board, commanded by Chris Cassidy. And there's our three astronauts, Benken, Hurley, and Cassidy, on board with some of the items, the PR items that the crew brought on board with them. On board the ISS, Benken and Hurley quickly got to work. In fact, Benken and Cassidy performed a series of spacewalks where they were outside upgrading the ISS power systems, replacing batteries in a series of spacewalks, which now has put Benken and Cassidy much higher up. In fact, Benken is number 4 on total spaceflight time, and Cassidy joins him as only of the 4 American astronauts who have reached 10 spacewalks each. The next mission coming up will be Crew 1. The Demo 2 astronauts, Benken and Hurley, are expected to return to Earth on August 2nd. They'll undock from the station on August 1st. They'll return to Earth on August 2nd. And sometime in mid-September, our first commercial crew will leave Earth and head to the space station. That'll be commanded by astronaut Mike Hopkins, piloted by Victor Glover, and the 2 mission specialists going with them, Shannon Walker and Soichi Noguchi, will be making their returns to space. Well, that's it for now. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, keep your eyes on the skies.